Now we will talk about social norms, or as we call it, rules and regulations. Okay, social norms are referred as expected pattern of group behavior linked to certain social situations, social structure and place. So what they are saying, that social norms or rules or regulations are something which basically tell you how to behave, what to do, how to react in a given situation, in a given time, in a given position, in a given place. For example, when you come to school, the situation is different, right? So you are supposed to wear your uniform, you're supposed to get your books, stay in discipline, be quiet in the class, right? So that is what you are expected to behave like this according to the situation. What's the situation? That you are in a school, you are in a particular place, so you are expected to behave in a certain way in a given time and a given place, and these are the rules and regulations which are there. These social norms are criteria that determine the human behavior, and they also confirm human behavior as either right or wrong. So through these social norms or through these rules and regulations, you come to know that you are supposed to behave like this. If you don't behave like this, then that's not a proper human behavior. You will get punished if you break the rules or regulations. So it tells us, it confirms that this behavior is proper, this behavior is not proper. For example, talking in a classroom is not according to the social norms, so you will be punished. Okay, like that. For example, rules of school management regulates the behavior of all, from principal to students. Social norms form the atmosphere of group life. So what they are saying, in a given school, there are rules and regulations for everyone, for principal, for me, for students, for everyone, and we are expected to behave according to that rules and regulations. Cultural values. Cultural values are evaluate the human behavior in social system. So how cultured you are, what values do you have? Values એટલે morals, principles, or let's say, what do you call it, sanskar, are something through which it's determined whether your behavior is proper or not. Okay, these cultural values are supported by the group. So every group will have certain cultural values, and the group will support that cultural value. For example, your family, right? It gives you certain sanskar, it gives you certain ways to behave. Okay, and you are expected to behave according to your values, according to your culture. Besides, the status held by an individual is also evaluated by cultural values. So what they are saying, you are judged based on what values do you have. Let you say, no, કેવી છે આ છોકરી, ના તો કાંઈ સંસ્કાર જ નથી. So people judge you based on these cultural values. You are judged. Okay, so not just based on your position in the society, but based on how well do you follow the cultural values, you are judged in a given society. For example, school principal should manage the school in honest and transparent ways. Teachers should work sincerely. Students should behave politely. All these are the cultural values. Cultural values can also be referred as social norms at higher level. So cultural values can also be called as social norms. So principal is supposed to manage the school. The teacher is supposed to teach properly. The students are supposed to behave politely. So all these are included in cultural values. Aims. Social system fulfills its aim through above mentioned 4 aspects. So based on these 4 aspects, social system tries to fulfill its goals. Aim is the process of achievement. Aim means how well do you achieve something. With proper satisfying fundamental and secondary needs of humans, systems such as family, marriage, state, education, religion, etc. have come into existence. So the fact that in a given social system we are told to behave in a certain way, we are expected to act in a certain way, and because of that in the society we have family, marriage, politics, we have schools, and all these things are there because we behave in a certain way. Each of these systems have one or more than one aim. So all these family, marriage, politics, religion, education, they have either one aim or more than one aim. Social system remains active in order to realize these aims. So social system or the society remains active to make us realize that these aims are there and you need to fulfill these aims. I will stop here.